Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Nano and Honey podcast.
Hello, everyone. It's wonderful to have you with us again.
Today, we're talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Let me guess. Food?
No, well, food might definitely be involved.
Then I know. We're talking about travel.
Exactly. More specifically, we're talking about something we all love to imagine, our dream vacation.
I think everyone has one. Even people who say they don't like traveling probably have some kind of place they'd love to visit.
So let me ask you the big question right away.
Go ahead.
If someone called you tonight and said, pack your bags, your dream vacation starts tomorrow, where would you go?
Oh, that is such a difficult question.
You only have to choose one place.
That makes it even harder.
Why?
Because I have two completely different travel personalities.
Two?
Yes, one part of me wants a peaceful beach, a beautiful hotel, amazing food, and absolutely no schedule.
That already sounds good.
And the other part of me wants adventure, mountains, hidden streets, local markets, unusual food, long walks, and maybe getting slightly lost.
Slightly lost?
Yes, not dangerously lost, just enough to discover something unexpected.
I actually understand that.
What kind of traveler are you?
I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I want comfort, but I also want experiences.
So you don't want to spend the whole vacation in a hotel?
Definitely not. What's the point of flying across the world if you're going to stay in your room all day?
Unless the hotel room has an incredible view.
Okay, that's different.
Exactly.
So where would your dream vacation actually be?
I think I'd choose somewhere that combines nature, culture, great food, and beautiful scenery.
That sounds like you're trying to avoid choosing a country.
Maybe I am. Come on.
Pick one.
Okay, I'd love to visit Japan.
Japan?
Yes, I love the contrast between modern cities and traditional culture.
What would you want to see first?
I'd probably start in Tokyo.
Of course, the city that never seems to sleep.
Exactly. I'd love to walk through the busy streets, see all the lights, try different foods, visit small cafes, and just experience the energy of the city.
So think, would you spend your whole trip in Tokyo?
No way.
Where else?
I'd want to see Kyoto because I'd love to experience the quieter side of Japan.
Traditional streets, temples, gardens?
Yes, I'd love to visit a peaceful garden early in the morning when there aren't many tourists around.
That sounds beautiful.
And then I'd want to take a train through the countryside.
So your dream vacation isn't really about one destination.
No, it's about the whole experience.
I like that.
What about you?
I think I choose Italy.
Italy?
Yes, I'd love to spend a few days in Rome, then explore smaller towns, eat local food, sit in little cafes, and maybe spend some time near the coast.
You knew food would become part of your answer.
Of course, you cannot talk about Italy without talking about food.
Fair point.
Imagine waking up, walking through a quiet street, finding a little bakery, having fresh bread and coffee, and then spending the afternoon exploring a historic town.
That sounds like the kind of holiday where you don't need an alarm clock.
Exactly.
Would you make a detailed itinerary?
No,
Really?
I'd have a rough plan, but I wouldn't schedule every minute.
I'm the same.
I think one of the best things about a vacation is having time to be spontaneous.
What do you mean by spontaneous?
I mean, waking up and deciding what you want to do that day, instead of following a strict schedule.
I love that idea.
Maybe you hear about a small village from someone at your hotel.
So you decide to go there,
Exactly. Or you see a restaurant that looks interesting and decide to try it.
even if you can't read the menu?
Especially if I can't read the menu.
That could go very badly.
Or very well.
That's the fun part.
But let's talk about something less romantic.
Money.
Yes, the dream vacation sounds wonderful until we look at the budget.
That is true.
How much do you think people really need for a dream vacation?
It depends completely on the destination and the style of travel.
Interesting. Luxury or budget?
Personally, I don't need extreme luxury.
What does that mean?
I want a clean, comfortable place in a good location. I don't need a giant room, a private swimming pool, or gold taps.
Gold taps?
I don't know, maybe someone needs gold taps.
Not me.
I'd rather spend the money on experiences.
Like what?
A cooking class, a guided tour, a train journey, a boat trip, a concert, maybe even a day trip to a place I've never heard of.
I completely agree.
What about you? Would you spend more on accommodation or experiences?
Experiences.
Same.
I think a hotel should be a place to sleep, relax, and feel safe.
So you wouldn't book a 5-star hotel?
I didn't say that.
There it is.
If someone else is paying, I would happily accept a 5-star hotel.
Fair enough.
But if I'm paying for the whole trip, I'd rather stay somewhere comfortable and use the extra money to explore.
That makes sense.
Let's talk about the perfect travel companion.
Oh, that is an important topic.
Would you travel with your best friend?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Traveling with someone can be very different from spending a few hours with them.
That's very true.
At home, you can go your separate ways.
On a vacation, you might be together 24 hours a day,
Suddenly, you discover who they really are.
especially when they're hungry.
Exactly.
So, what kind of travel companion would be perfect for you?
Someone flexible.
Why flexible?
Because I don't want to argue about every little decision.
So, you want someone who can say, sure, let's try that.
Yes, someone who can adapt.
And what if they want to do something you don't?
We can do different things for a few hours.
That's healthy.
I think people sometimes assume that traveling together means doing everything together.
But it doesn't.
Exactly. A little personal space can actually make a trip better.
Would you travel alone?
Yes, but probably not for a very long trip.
Why?
I think solo travel can teach you a lot about yourself.
In what way?
You have to make your own decisions, solve problems yourself, communicate with strangers, and sometimes deal with unexpected situations.
That can build confidence.
Definitely.
What would be the hardest part of traveling alone for you?
Probably eating alone in a busy restaurant.
Really?
Yes, I don't know why. Sitting at a table for one while everyone else is with friends feels strange.
I actually enjoy it.
You do?
Yes, you can eat at your own pace, look around, listen to people, and nobody asks why you're taking 10 minutes to choose dessert.
That sounds like a very specific problem.
It happens.
What would you order?
Something I've never tried before.
You really are adventurous with food.
Absolutely.
I think that's one of the best things about traveling. Food.
Definitely.
Do you think food is an important part of experiencing a culture?
Absolutely. Food tells you a lot about a place.
How?
What people eat, how they prepare it, when they eat, who they eat with, and what ingredients are important to them.
So you're not just tasting food.
You're learning something about history, tradition, and everyday life.
That's exactly why I like local markets.
Why markets?
Because they feel alive. You see local people buying things, vendors talking to customers, fresh produce, spices, street food, and all kinds of sounds and smells.
Much more interesting than buying souvenirs in a shopping mall.
Definitely.
Speaking of souvenirs, do you buy them?
Sometimes.
What kind?
Something small and useful.
Like?
Maybe a cup, a notebook, a handmade item, or something I can actually use at home.
So you're not the person who comes home with 10 keychains.
Absolutely not.
Good. What about you? I prefer something that reminds me of a specific moment.
Such as?
Maybe a photograph, a postcard, or something handmade by a local artist.
I like that.
Years later, you can look at it and remember exactly where you were.
That's much more meaningful.
Now, here's an interesting question.
Go ahead.
Would your dream vacation be relaxing or adventurous?
Those.
You really don't like choosing one thing.
I like balance.
Explain.
Maybe the first few days are about exploring, walking around, seeing attractions, trying food, taking day trips.
And then?
Then I want 2 or 3 days where I do absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yes, sleep late, have a slow breakfast, read something, sit by the water, maybe take a walk in the evening.
That sounds perfect.
What about you?
I think I'd want the first part of the trip to be busy and the final few days to be slow.
Why the final days?
Because I don't want to come back home exhausted.
That's a good point.
Imagine spending 10 days rushing around, visiting 15 places, taking hundreds of photos, and then arriving home needing another vacation.
That happens to people all the time.
A vacation should leave you with energy, not take all your energy away.
I completely agree.
Let's talk about flights.
Nobody wants to talk about flights.
We have to.
Fine.
Long flight or short flight?
Short flight, obviously.
Even if the long flight takes you to your dream destination?
Okay, then I'll survive the long flight.
Window seat or aisle seat?
Window.
Really?
Yes, I love looking outside during takeoff and landing.
I prefer the aisle.
Why?
Freedom.
Freedom?
I don't want to ask someone to move every time I want to stand up.
That is a strong argument.
Also, I like being able to stretch my legs.
So, even before the vacation starts, we disagree.
That's what makes this interesting.
What about the airport? Do you arrive 3 hours early?
Yes.
3 hours?
I like being early.
I knew it.
You?
I'm the person who checks the departure board 5 times and still walks slowly to the gate.
That would stress me out.
And your stress would stress me out.
So we definitely should not travel together.
Maybe not.
Unless we agree on one rule.
What rule?
You arrive early, and I promise not to complain.
Deal.
Another big part of traveling is dealing with unexpected problems.
Delayed flights.
Lost luggage.
Hotel problems.
Bad weather.
Getting lost.
Missed trains.
And discovering that the amazing restaurant you saw online is actually terrible.
That one hurts.
How do you react when travel plans go wrong?
I try not to panic.
Try is the important word there.
Exactly.
I think the best thing is to accept that not everything can be controlled.
Yes, that's one of the biggest lessons travel teaches you.
You can plan everything perfectly and something can still go wrong.
And sometimes the problem becomes the best story later.
That's true.
Have you ever had a travel problem that became a funny memory?
Not a huge one, but once I took the wrong train because I misunderstood the announcement.
What happened?
I ended up somewhere completely different from where I was supposed to be.
Were you worried?
At first. Then I looked around and realized the place was actually beautiful.
So what did you do?
I stayed for a few hours.
That's exactly the kind of thing you would do.
Of course.
Sometimes travel is better when you stop trying to control every detail.
I think so too.
What's more important on vacation? Seeing famous places or experiencing everyday life?
A little of both.
Why?
Because famous places are famous for a reason. I'd still want to see them.
But
But I'd also want to walk away from the tourist areas and see what everyday life looks like.
I agree.
Maybe sit in a neighborhood cafe,
Take public transport.
visit a local market,
Talk to people.
and just walk without having a specific destination.
That can be one of the nicest ways to discover a city.
You notice things when you're walking that you would completely miss from a tour bus.
Such as?
Small shops, street art, local restaurants, people going about their day, architecture, parks.
The ordinary things.
Exactly. Sometimes the ordinary things become the most memorable.
That makes me think about photographs.
Are you someone who takes lots of photos?
Too many.
How many is too many?
If you return home and need 3 days just to sort them, that's too many.
Fair enough.
But I also think it's important to put the camera down sometimes.
Absolutely.
So imagine we're actually on our dream vacation together.
Okay.
We wake up, it's our first morning, no responsibilities, no work emails,
No alarm.
no schedule.
Just a beautiful morning.
What do we do first?
Find breakfast.
Of course.
And not breakfast of the hotel.
Why not?
Because I want to find a small local place.
Good choice.
We sit outside, order something we've never tried before, and watch people passing by.
Then,
We walk.
where?
We don't know.
That sounds dangerous.
Not dangerous, just spontaneous.
Okay, we walk until we find something interesting.
Maybe a street market.
Or a beautiful old building.
Or a little shop.
Then we stop for coffee.
Again?
Always.
By the afternoon, we've probably walked 10 kilometers.
10?
Maybe.
Then we take a break.
We sit somewhere quiet.
We watch the sunset.
And we talk about everything and nothing.
That actually sounds like a perfect vacation.
It does.
And maybe that's the real point.
What do you mean?
A dream vacation doesn't necessarily need to be the most expensive or the most luxurious.
It just needs to give you something you don't usually have.
Time,
Freedom.
new experiences,
A break from routine.
and the chance to make memories.
I completely agree.
Do you think a vacation can actually change you?
Definitely.
How?
Travel can make you more independent. It can teach you patience. It can help you understand different ways of living.
It can also challenge your assumptions.
Yes, when you visit another country, you realize that your normal way of doing things is only one way.
That can make you more open-minded.
And more curious.
It can also make you appreciate home.
That's interesting.
Sometimes you need to leave your normal environment to notice what you actually value about it.
Maybe that's why people come back from vacations with a different perspective.
What would you bring back from your dream vacation?
Memories first.
That sounds very poetic.
Fine memories, food, photos, and maybe a few little souvenirs.
What about you? I know you'll say food. I was going to say photographs, actually.
Really?
Yes, I'd want photos that remind me how I felt, not just what I saw.
That's a really nice way to think about travel photography.
A picture of a perfect sunset is nice.
But a picture of you laughing because you got lost could be even more valuable years later.
Exactly.
So after all this, would you rather have one huge dream vacation or many smaller trips?
Many smaller trips.
Really?
Yes, one big trip might be amazing, but I'd rather have several opportunities throughout the year to explore somewhere new.
I think I agree.
Maybe a long weekend somewhere nearby.
Then a week somewhere farther away.
Then a few days in a city you've never visited.
Exactly.
You don't always need a plane ticket to have an adventure.
That's true.
You can be a tourist in your own country.
Or even in your own city.
Visit a neighborhood you've never explored.
Try a restaurant you've never heard of.
Take a different route home.
Go somewhere without knowing exactly what you'll find.
That's a great reminder.
And maybe the best part of a dream vacation is the feeling that for a few days, your normal routine doesn't control you.
You wake up and ask a simple question.
What would I like to do today?
And for once, the answer doesn't have to be about work.
It can be about life.
Before we say goodbye, I have one final question for everyone listening.
What is it?
Imagine you have one free week, enough money to travel comfortably, and nothing is stopping you.
Where would you go?
Who would you take with you?
What would you eat?
What would you like to see?
And perhaps most importantly, how would you want to feel when you came home?
Relaxed?
Excited?
Inspired?
Reconnected with yourself?
There's no wrong answer.
Your dream vacation is your dream.
And maybe you don't need to wait forever to make part of it real.
Start small.
Plan one trip.
Visit one new place.
Try one new experience.
Create one new memory.
Because sometimes the best vacations aren't the ones we dream about for years.
They're the ones we finally decide to take.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us on the Nano and Honey podcast.
We hope this conversation made you smile, made you think, and maybe even made you want to book a ticket.
Just check your bank account first.
Very important.
Until next time, take care.
Keep exploring
Keep learning.
and keep making beautiful memories.
See you next time on the Nano and Honey podcast.